Good morning. My name is David Michael, and I am the Introduction to Engineering Design teacher at Fairfield High School. You can see that I've already opened up Inventor, and I am now going to be drawing a part and then bringing it into an assembly. So to make a part, I come up here and I click on New, click on New again. It gives me 2 points. The file extension for a part in Inventor is IPT. You'll see there's standard and sheet metal. I'm going to make a wooden cube so that I can make a puzzle piece. So I'm going to click on standard IPT, come down and hit create. Now I'm ready to start drawing. To do that, you have to hit a start 2D sketch. You have to select the plane that you want to draw it on. The front view, which is the most common plane, is the XY plane. So you'll click on it. And now, since I'm making a cube instead of making individual lines, I can go ahead and just click on rectangle. You'll notice the origin is the intersection of these two axes, and it's yellow right now. That is the origin. When I hover with my mouse cursor over it, it turns green. When it's green, just left click, just drag up here into this quadrant, and anywhere, it doesn't matter, just click on it again. Now we'll see that there are two blue lines, two green lines. The blue lines are constraint to the origin, but these green lines, we don't know where they are. There's no dimensions. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to dimension. I'm going to choose the top line, come up here. Since this is highlighted, I don't need to clear it. I just type in the number. The decimal of 3/4 inch is 0.75. I don't need to add a 0 before the decimal or a 0 in the third place. The template will automatically do that. I can click the green check mark, or I can just hit enter on the keyboard. So again, I'm going to dimension the next line. Again, 0.75, hit enter. Now it's drawn. Notice all the lines are blue. That means they're all constrained. It's a good drawing. Keep the dimension lines away. Don't leave them right on top. Come up here now and click Finish Sketch. I want to go ahead and make this a little easier to see. We're going to now change it from a 2D sketch to a 3D. We'll use the extrude command. Its default is 1 inch, but again, I want a 0.75. I can hit the green X or the enter. Let's go ahead and use the green X this time. Now, let's go ahead and hit the home position. Now we'll reposition the cube. I'm now going to save my drawing. I want you to save your drawing to your H drive. I am going to save mine to my desktop. I come in here, I hit save. You can go to your H drive, but I am going to go to my desktop. I have already put a folder here. It's called Dave's Inventor Parts. You can label it, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I click on that. You'll see I already have a wooden cube in here. I am not going to save it again, but you would come in here and you would change your file name. Also, you would call it something like wooden cube because it's easy to find again. The more and more drawings you have in your folder, the harder they will be to find. You see some earlier ones from 4.1G up here. So after a while, you'll forget and say, what is 4.1G? So call it something you know. Wooden cube, you would click save. I am not going to because I've already have one, so I'm going to cancel out of this. I'm going to cancel out of the drawing, not the inventor. So do not cancel up here. Cancel this one down here. So again, it asks me to save changes, and I say no. Now, I have a wooden cube. I'm going to make an assembly. So again, I come up to New. Now, the file extension of an assembly is IAM. You notice there's a choice of two, one standard, one's a weldment. We're not making a weldment. So I'm making a standard, just click on it, come down, hit create. I now have an assembly drawing brought in. So the first thing I need to do is to place my wooden cube in the drawing. You come up here to place. It's highlighted for place. If you come in and it's already set to place from Content Center, click on place. That allows you then to, you would be going to your H drive. Again, I'm going to my desktop. I'm going to my folder. Scroll down and I hit my wooden cube, click open. It asks me, just click OK and click yes again. Notice that the wooden cube is drawn in the front view and it moves freely. Anytime you bring a part into an assembly drawing, the very first part you need to constrain to the origin. So you, on your mouse or on the touchpad of your laptops, go ahead and right click, place grounded at origin, hit that. Notice you now, I want to zoom out, and it's ready to insert another block. So I'm going to make a 4 cube puzzle piece. Now notice it's ready to put in a fifth. I don't want a fifth, so I hit on my keyboard the escape key. Notice that this is fixed, it does not move. The other ones do move, but this one has a little push pin on the icon. I come over here and I can see it's got a push pin. That means it's pinned. So I'm going to open these up so we can watch as we constrain the parts. You'll see that everything, this moves, and as I highlight this cube, notice it highlights it over here. This also works the other way. If I were to highlight wooden cube 3, you see that it is lit, is grayed out. So I want to go ahead and constrain that. I wanted this surface to be on the back of this surface. I can't see this surface, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on free orbit. Now, inside this circle, I can rotate the drawing. So you'll see now that I can see the back. Outside of the drawing, or outside of the circle, I'm going to just hit escape on my keyboard and get out of it. Now I'm going to come up and I want to constrain these. So I'm going to hit constraint. There's many types. This one's set to mate. Gives me a choice of using a mate or using a flush command. So I'm going to use a mate. It's, as I toggle between, you can see flush is highlighted here, mate is highlighted. I'm going to hit the mate command at the back of this cube. Now I can't grab the front of this cube, so I need to go to the home command. Now I can hit it. The block is going to move. They're going to be next to each other. You have to hit apply. Now I want to make flush. I'm going to have these two surfaces flush with each other. These will line the cubes up together. Again, you have to hit apply. And now notice that the tops right here are a little out of position. So I'm going to hit these two top pieces, hit apply. Now you'll notice this wooden cube is constraint. And you'll notice there's a mate and two flushes on each of these wooden cubes. So you can see at a glance that they're mated, they're flushed, everything's good. So I'm going to move this cube now the same way. We're going to make an L-shaped cube. So I'm going to hit free orbit. I want to come and I'm going to hit the front of this, but I want to hit the back of the existing puzzle piece that we've restrained. Again, constraint. It comes in, notice it's highlighted, so you don't need to do anything except choose that, hit home, and I'm going to choose this mate now. They are now constrained together that way, just through one, but now I want to flush. I want to flush the sides. hit apply. I want to hit the top, hit apply. We'll get out of that. Now again, you can see that there are 3 mates on wooden cube 1, but 2 now has 6. They have 2 mates and they have 4 flushes. That is because we've attached and constrained these 2 cubes together. So now you can also come in, say you've chosen the wrong surface, you can just, as you see, I'm highlighting flush 4. I'm right click on it and you can delete it. If it's good, you don't need to, but it gives you the opportunity if you've made a mistake. So I want to get out of that. I hit exit. Now I come over here. I want to move this block underneath. So I want this surface to be constrained to this one. Again, free orbit. Lets me grab the bottom, come out of the circle, hit escape, come up to constraint. I'm still at a mate, so I want that surface. Click my house, my home position, I mean, and I'm going to click the top. Now hit apply, and you'll see, I'm going to get out of this for now, and I want to show you, this is what happened. It looks like the block is moving around, but let's go ahead and look more closely at this. So here's the front. So notice I can move it this way. I cannot move it this way. And also, these 2 surfaces are always in line together, which is exactly what I wanted. So let's go back to the home. Now, I need to finish constraining it because I only have 1 constraint. Flush. And I want to go ahead, you can click this one, then this one, or you can just click this one and this one. It doesn't matter the order, but I want to go ahead and make these 2 flush, hit apply. Now I can't get to the other ones. I could do a corner, but I want to go ahead and you can see if I hover over the edge that I can grab those. So you can choose to rotate them around, or you can, just by highlighting on the cubes, you can choose different sides sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and show that you can do it. So I'm going to hit that face, and I'm going to hit this face, hit apply. There's 3 constraints now. Notice there's a 0 with a line through it. That means it is constraint. This is constraint. This is constraint. This is pinned. That is my L-shaped puzzle piece. Now I'm going to highlight all 4 pieces, and I want to put some color on here. So I come up here to the color palette, and it gives me the choice. You can make it red. You can make it yellow, you can make blue. Let's go ahead and make this one red. I'm going to hit the red, or I mean the green check mark. You can hit enter, but let's go ahead and hit that. So now the puzzle piece is colored red. Each puzzle piece you make, you can color a different color. So now again, I'm going to come up here, I'm going to hit save. You want to tell it to, in your case, you want to go to the H drive to your folder. But I'm going to go ahead and click on my desktop. My folder is Dave's Inventor Parts. I click on it. You can see that I already have puzzle pieces as an assembly. So I'm not going to hit save. I'm going to hit cancel. And this concludes the assembly drawing. Again, the assembly drawing is not a part, it is a placement of a part. So this completes it now, and I look forward to having you guys watch my next video on drawing. Goodbye.